This is a true life story. Back in Africa many years ago, I was frustrated. I had no money to purchase the things I needed. So, in order to console myself, I smoked a lot of cigarettes and drank alcohol. You know, we lived in a public building. So, there was one young man who was an undergraduate of a university nearby. One day, this guy called me, said I should escort him to go see a friend. I followed him. So when we got there, we walked into a dimmed room. The light in the room was dimmed, you know. I could hardly see the faces of the guys inside the room. So there were about 5 guys inside the room. They were all, the room was, filled with marijuana smoke. They sat on the floor smoking and gisting. So when I walked into the room with that my friend, we sat on the floor. So they now rolled a king-sized marijuana for me. I never smoked before. So I naively, or do I say ignorantly, acted as if, I was into this kind of lifestyle. So as they lighted the king-sized marijuana, I began to smoke like others. So I smoked, I thought it was cigarettes. So I smoked the marijuana. I almost finished a full-sized, finger-sized marijuana. But halfway, I lost consciousness. So I dashed out of the room. So when I dashed out of the room, that was all I could remember. Later on, I still remember fighting some guys on the streets. I was beaten. I still remembered crowd following me. Don't forget, it was on a Saturday evening. Eventually, I saw myself on the streets. I slept on the street and I woke up around 5 a.m. in the morning in front of a building nearby. So the rumor spread that I had gone mad because I fought everyone I saw on the streets. I even went back to those guys that gave me that marijuana to smoke, and I fought everyone in that room, and I spoiled things there. Now, at about 5 a.m. to 6 a.m., I woke up by the side of the road. Then I remembered what happened to me. So when I went back to where I was living, people were surprised to see me. They asked me what happened. Now, I was lucky to survive it. A lot of people weren't lucky to survive this. Many people you see on the street walking up and down mad was caused by marijuana. Smoke by their madness was caused by excessive smoking of marijuana. and hard drugs. Just yesterday, I spoke to somebody on telephone. The person told me that many of our youths now are drug addicts. Marijuana, heroin, cocaine, and mporomiri, every kind of drugs. That many youths now, they cannot, learn skills, they cannot go to work. In fact, their lives are useless because of addiction to drugs. You know, they say bad company corrupts good manners. I smoked that marijuana that day because I followed somebody who was into marijuana smoking, who was addicted to marijuana smoking. And that guy had strong brain. That is, his brain can take any amount of marijuana he smokes. But I tried it for the first time and I nearly ran mad. You see, you need to be careful who you follow in life, who you call a friend. You should learn to say no to certain things. I survived my own because after that, I caught contact with that guy. And that taught me a very bitter lesson because rumors spread in town that I had gone mad. You see, so even there are times when I call home, they tell me that there are some young men walking the streets as mad men, young men. Not that anybody used them for ritual, because they became addicted to drugs, or drugs useless their lives. So I am making this video to create awareness. If you are addicted to drugs, find a way to put an end to it. I know it is not easy, but struggle and stop it before it ruins your life. There are times I see videos online, videos of young ladies who expensive cars dropped on the road, and these girls acted insane. People said ritualists have used these girls. Sometimes nobody used these girls. Either they took hard drugs and became unconscious of themselves. So it may take time before they recover from that drug they took, or some may not recover. So learn from this, my personal experience, and keep away from drugs. I'm here to create awareness. Don't forget who is talking. My name is Rodi. Follow my page for more true life stories.